Hey everybody, Ramey here, and today I'm going to show you how to create your very first podcast. So, you hear this buzzword all the time, podcast, like coming out of my ears. Everyone is talking about podcasts, so you want to do it, but you have no idea where to begin. This is the video for you. So, creating a podcast, super easy. There's some really easy ways to do it. And it can also get a little complicated. This video is not going to go into the complicated parts. I'll do that in some other videos for those of you interested in that. Okay, so the first thing you need to have, obviously you need some kind of topic. I'm assuming you have a topic or an idea. Once you have your idea, you have to have, I recommend that people set some kind of schedule. Like, I'm going to podcast every week. On Monday, I'm going to post my podcast at 12 p.m. Something like that. Whether it's daily, I don't recommend beginners do daily because you'll get burnt out pretty quick. But, try to post every 2 weeks or whatever it is. Once a month, I'm going to post a podcast. But you set some kind of schedule for yourself so you know to stick with it. So that's my first advice. Get your topic, get a schedule. All right, so we've got that out of the way. Now let's talk about, well, how do you do this? What do I need? Let's start with hardware, then let's go to software. There are a couple ways to do it. I'm going to show you two of the more common and easiest ways. All right. First thing, cell phone. You can podcast from your cell phone. Second easy way to do it, podcast from your computer. So you can use your cell phone, you can use your computer. Now, your cell phone and your computer each have an internal microphone so you can record. So technically you don't need to buy a microphone to do it. But you are podcasting. People are only going to hear. I highly recommend you buy a nice microphone. I use a Blue Yeti mic for my computer. They're around like $100. You can buy a good cheap mic off Amazon that's going to be 100 times better than your phone or computer mic for like 10 to 15 bucks. So it's so worth just spending the $15 on a mic. Just get a cheap mic at least to record your podcast. I have a cheap mic right here. You can see what it looks like. It's just a little clip-on mic that plugs right into your computer or your phone via a normal headset jack. If you have an iPhone, you're going to need like the little connector that came with your iPhone to plug it in, but this was like $12 on Amazon, and it's so much better. It's not going to be as good as the $100, $200 mic, but it's going to be a significant upgrade from your computer or phone. Okay. Got that out of the way. So that's the hardware. That's literally all the hardware we need. Either our phone or our computer and hopefully a microphone. Boom, we're ready to go. Okay, so now, how do we actually do it? Okay, so if you're first starting out, I recommend you start out with a free podcast. The reason why, sometimes, you have this great idea and you want to do it and you realize after like 3 to 5 episodes that you're like, this isn't like that great. I'm not into it. Okay, so you didn't waste any money. No harm, no foul. Maybe you bought a $15 mic. Hey, you can use that to Skype or video calls or whatever. So no harm, no foul. But I like when users start out with a free version. So the software I like to use when you're first starting out and making a free podcast is Anchor. The reason I like Anchor is it's super easy. I mean, you basically just use it. You sign up and you can start recording. When you record a podcast, you'll label it, you'll give it a name and a description. They automatically, you can see my podcast here on iTunes, they automatically upload it to iTunes, Spotify, all over the web for you for free. You don't have to do anything. What's the catch? Well, a catch? There's got to be a catch if it's free. Okay, so what is the catch? The catch is that they're going to throw some ads into your podcasts. I don't like that because I can't judge the content of the ads or really control it. But it's free and, you're testing the waters. So I think it's worthwhile to start out doing that. If you like it, then you can upgrade their service and they're not going to put their ads in your podcast anymore. So, okay, so this is one option, Anchor. I really like Anchor. I think it's a great beginner place to start. I mean, all you do is sign up and you can start recording right from the computer. It lets you record, lets you do anything. You don't need to install external software on your phone or your computer, anything like that. They take care of all of it for you. Okay, so podcasting is actually really simple. You need your idea. You need a schedule. You need your hardware, which is either your phone and a mic or your computer and a mic. And you don't need the mic, but I didn't say that. You do need it. And then you need to pick your host. I gave you a free option of Anchor. From there, they record for you. They submit everything for you. And bam, you got a podcast. Then you need to start working on, well, who's going to listen to it? Well, if it's on iTunes, people will find it. But you're going to want to advertise via your Twitter. And hey, I'm posting an episode, guys. That kind of stuff. But bam, you got a podcast. Super easy to do, super easy to create. It's also a lot of fun. I personally like it, but it is a lot of fun. And that's it. All right, thank you. Now create a podcast.